He claimed he heard signals from another planet. He claimed his death ray could shoot down 10,000 planes from 200 miles away. His earthquake machine cracked a city block of Manhattan. And he loved a pigeon as a man loves a woman. And those aren't even the most bizarre things he did. July 10th, 1856. Smiljan, Croatia. Nikola was born during a lightning storm. The midwife called him a child of darkness. His mother said, "No, he'll be a child of light." From boyhood, he saw flashes of light no one else saw. He could memorize a book at first read. He spoke 8 languages. He arrived in America in 1884 with 4 cents and a book of poetry. He went to work for Edison. They fought. Tesla said Edison promised him $50,000. He never paid. Tesla quit. He invented alternating current, and the world wired itself up around his blueprint. Today, every outlet in your home runs on his design, but he wasn't normal, and the strangeness had only just started. He took every meal alone at the Waldorf Astoria. 18 fresh linen napkins, 1 per piece of silver, every single time. He wiped each fork himself. The germs terrified him. His hotel room had to be divisible by 3. He swam exactly 33 laps every morning. He walked around every building 3 times before entering. And then there were the pearls. He couldn't bear the sight of them. He once sent his secretary home for wearing a strand. His own words from his autobiography. "The sight of a pearl would almost give me a fit." He claimed he slept 2 hours a night. He claimed he built every invention in his head first. He could run a turbine in his mind for weeks, then build it from memory. His memory was photographic, faster than any blueprint. But the strangest moment of his life was still ahead of him. Every day, he fed pigeons on the windowsill of the Hotel St. Regis, mostly greys and blues. But one of them was white, pure white. He fell in love with her. He said it without irony. Quote, "I loved that pigeon. I loved her as a man loves a woman, and she loved me." He bought milk to feed her every day. He paid a man to walk her in the park when he traveled. Then one night, in 1922, she came to his window dying. He said her eyes filled with light brighter than anything in his lab. He held her until she stopped breathing. He never invented anything important again. Quote, "When that pigeon died, something went out of my life. I knew my life's work was finished. He had 20 more years to live. They would not be kind." Before her, he had been a god of the modern age. In 1898, he built the world's first radio-controlled vehicle at Madison Square Garden. The audience screamed it was witchcraft, or a trained dwarf hidden inside. He lit Niagara Falls in 1895, the first hydroelectric plant on Earth. His name, his patents, his current. In 1899, alone in a Colorado mountain laboratory at midnight, he heard rhythmic pulses no earthly station could send. He told the world they came from another planet. Scientists laughed for 96 years. In 1996, scientists repeated the experiment on his original frequency. They picked up the same signal from one of Jupiter's moons. Tesla had discovered radio astronomy decades before anyone had a name for it. Then he tried to give the world free power. He built a tower on Long Island, 200 feet tall, to send electricity through the Earth itself. J.P. Morgan paid him $150,000 to do it. Then Morgan asked, "How do we put a meter on free?" Morgan stopped paying. On July 4th, 1917, the tower was dynamited, sold for scrap. $1,750. On his 78th birthday, he announced a new invention. The newspapers called it a death ray. He called it Teleforce, a wall of charged particles. He claimed it could destroy 10,000 planes from 200 miles away. The Soviets paid him $25,000 for the plans. Where those plans went, no one knows. Decades earlier, in 1898, he claimed his small mechanical oscillator shook a city block on Houston Street. Police came running. He told his assistant to smash it with a hammer. In 1926, at 70, he gave one last interview. He predicted pocket telephones, drones, solar panels, women running governments. He described our world from a hotel room. And here's where the story gets darker. On January 7th, 1943, a maid let herself into room 3327 of the Hotel New Yorker, 33rd floor, a number divisible by 3. He had died alone in his sleep, heart failure, 86 years old. Within hours, FBI agents arrived. They got there before his nephew did. They seized 80 trunks of his papers. An MIT engineer named John Trump was assigned to read them. Yes, Donald's uncle. He filed a report saying they contained nothing of military value. Then the government locked them away for 73 years. Years later, the trunks were shipped to a museum in Belgrade. By one count, only 60 arrived. 20 are still missing. Where they are, no one will say. Decades later, Reagan's Star Wars program looked an awful lot like Teleforce. Some of his papers were finally declassified in 2016. Some of them were not. He died in debt, talking to birds. Today, the unit of magnetic flux is named for him. The world's most expensive electric car company is named for him. The wireless he predicted lives in every pocket on Earth. The strangest mind in modern science was also the loneliest. Fitting that the last creature to hear him say, "I love you," was a bird.